Hello, Cornel van der Merwe here. Today I just want to explain the second step in our Life Energy Core Identity program, which is a 3-step transformational program to reduce anxiety with 60%. Today we're going to pay attention to the second part of the program. The program about the piece that says we've lost ourselves, and as I've said previously, we can't lose ourselves. It is just that it's a little bit under the carpet, or we're not living with the full wholeness of who I really am, of my beingness. And as I've said, people often ask, who am I? And that we have to return to our core identity, or to what I like to call to our soul, back to who I really am. So this is about soul space. It's just my own word, and it is just that part of us that is not matter. Perhaps the part that leaves us when we die, the energy part, the part that shows up when we are really us. It's our inner core, our core identity, who I really, really am. It is a bit vague and it's a bit difficult to describe, but in fact that is the part that we need to remember, to re-access, and to become more of who we really are. It's probably also a part of that the quantum physicists call the field. It's in the energy part of our existence. So I'm going to try and explain it with a triangle, and the triangle has got a part of us which I call the I am part of the soul part, which is just energy. It's definitely not matter. It's just a pure existence. It shows up when we are in the moment, when we are in the free flow of the energy. And in this part we are sort of just I am. I am whoever I am. And I'm light and free and just energy in this part of my beingness. The soul probably has an emotion as well. As I say, it's difficult to explain, but I think it's only one emotion. It's not all the other stuff that we are struggling in the matter form, in the ego form. And I'd like to call that emotion unconditional love. The part of us that isn't really... unconditional love doesn't mean that I have to love your behavior or even parts of your personality, but the deeper inner you when you, before you were traumatized, or before you've adapted, or before you've become somebody who you not really are, before you've started to build a story about you which are not always true, which you are, that part of you I can love with unconditional love. And it's not only a question that I have to love you unconditionally. I think more important is that I have to love myself unconditionally. I have to love and reconnect to my own soul or inner beingness or my core identity. And this part of the triangle has got something to do with mind, and mind has got something to do with brain. It's not just pure energy. We have to experience soul through the mind, through the brain. But the soul is different from the ego, that it is possible to stay mindful in the moment through soul, where we have no judgments, not of ourselves or anybody else. We just purely love from unconditional love, from who I really am, from this part of myself. And this part usually presents itself a little bit in strange ways. Sometimes it's weird, we say it's funny. In dreams, in visions, this part is the intuitive part of us. As you can see, it's a lot to do with mindfulness, but it is a part of us that is free and light and able to live our lives to the full. So, in my opinion, the the goal of any therapeutic process is to reconnect to this part of me, the part that I really am, the part that is mindful, can love unconditionally, can be in the moment, can be in the free flow of the energy, and can say, I am who I am. But this part, we access this part by becoming very silent. I always say to become silent within ourselves. And that is meditation or prayer or just becoming silent when you are walking, and to become really soulful. But it shows in my relationship with myself, with other people, with the environment, and also with God or my higher power, in who I believe and who I think is my source. The soul connects with the source of my beingness. And it happens through a combination of my heart and my brain. If the heart and brain is in sync, I can access my soul. So I would like to have your opinions on soul. It's a difficult concept to explain, and probably much more than what I've got here. But this is the second part of the life energy course that's presented in all different kinds of ways once a month. It is this part of the program, and I hope that perhaps you can join me in one of the programs so that you can become free, relaxed and joyful. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your day.